And I was there, man.
I was there.
And I was there.
I was there, man.
But baby, I was there, man.
There he
Hey,
is.
fucking technology, holy Christ. How
I
many
mean,
hockey
so
players does it take to turn on Facebook Live?
I tried to do it from Soulyric, and it just wasn't finding the.
It was
link.
all timing because when I hopped in, I did see Soulyric pop in, and you dropped out before I could get it.
Yeah. Okay.
It's all good, man.
It's not the most obvious.
It's not like Dave and I haven't spent, or between the three of us, probably spent 60 to 70 years in electronics and production.
Right.
Yeah. How many washed up hockey players does it take to turn on Facebook Live?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, it's nice to meet you, Brad.
Yeah, likewise.
Wicked, man. Thanks for coming on, man. I was mentioning earlier that we were bringing on a guest. We are live, as you can tell. People will be coming and going out of the room, man. We're not sure how long this will last. We probably want to get busy with some stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, we do.
All right.
So Brad's our first sponsor. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate it.
Totally.
Yeah, thank you guys for being supporters of what I have going on there.
So
I'm having fun with it. So yeah,
it's a good match, man. That's for damn sure. We knew that.
Yeah. So you want to see where I'm at first before we go any further? So this is downtown Vancouver. So that's one of the more famous clubs.
Beautiful.
And we're on Granville Street, and that's where the band is playing tonight. The Pearl.
Nice.
Yeah. So there you go.
Very cool.
What's the venue?
Yeah.
What's the venue tonight?
The Pearl.
Cool. What's the capacity?
Pearl.
What are we looking at?
I don't know. Hang on. Yeah.
You think we would have done our research? Seeing where like
You're just going to a show. You don't know what band.
No, we know what band because we just interviewed.
Oh, that's right. I did see that on one of your posts earlier. Yeah.
So since you're Canadian adjacent because you grew up in Detroit, right? But we'll explain.
We were south of Canada, or north of Canada. I mean.
Yeah.
Winter was
North
like
of
that,
Canada.
does that
north of where I am right now. I'm in Toronto, buddy.
Yeah. Nice. Yep. Spent
So
many, a day. Yeah.
So I'm just having to keep an eye open because it's Vancouver. It's a little dicey down here. So Brad, Soulyric, what motivated you to start a business based in music? I mean, cool, but
yeah,
why?
I am a massive lover, especially of live music. I love going to see bands. Since I was pretty young, basically able to get out the door, have been going to, see live bands. I would sneak to downtown Detroit and go see all these, punk rock bands. I actually used to write about them in my high school paper and stuff like that, and that was super fun. But I also have an extreme interest in like neuroscience and like how things affect our brains and what we do. And it was such a easy connection to like try to figure something out where we take like your favorite songs. Like we all have like songs that move us, and that like you're in the car by yourself and you're screaming the lyrics and doing all that fun stuff. What does that mean? Why does that song resonate with you so much? And so I was trying to kind of get to the bottom of that, and that's where Soulyric came out of.
Wicked, man.
Yeah.
Well, the
timing is impeccable. Sorry, I got it. Timing is impeccable. I don't know if you guys can hear it. There's a guy with an acoustic guitar across the street singing Country Road. The entire street is singing along to John Denver.
That's great.
No,
Nice.
the sound, it was deadening it out. Brad was talking.
Anyway,
No,
sorry, Brad.
I was just going to testify directly. I literally was out busking today, man. I go out busking even when it's like minus whatever it was in today's fall.
Oh, man.
And I literally go home lighter, dude, Brad. So I can literally testify to the power of that. It's like my own music therapy for me to go out and play every day, man. Like, it literally keeps me happier, man, just to do it.
Yeah, I have a YouTube playlist that's all just like lyrics of songs that I call my car karaoke list, and it's all screamers. Good stuff.
Well, Dave and I can testify. We all use the app. I even had my 18-year-old daughter try it the other day.
Nice.
and it nailed me, man. The first attempt, like I
That's
gave
cool. That's fantastic.
three songs.
Yeah.
It nailed me. It was the me I want to be.
There you go. There you go. Yeah, I've done
Aspirational
just with
Jerry.
all your guys' testing and feedback. I think really streamlined like how you find your songs. The first versions were a little tough, but I've got some fun APIs I've thrown in there. There's a Genius API, Genius Music. I think they have a website as well. But if you ever want to search for a song, an artist, and all of the lyrics for everything, that Genius API is fantastic. So yeah, it's been super helpful. Yeah,
Awesome, dude.
fun
So
stuff.
Dave also hinted you may have a story for us since we are a concert storytelling
I
podcast.
have so many stories I could tell you about.
So we also
Everything
have we
from like
not only are we sort of washed up hockey players, but we share something else in common. We both named our kids after rock and roll folks. So I can't let you go without at least touching on what motivated you to name your son the name you gave him, and I'll let you take it
yeah,
from there.
yeah, and it's not shithead. I know you're thinking that, but no, just kidding. I love my son dearly. My son
Of
Trent,
course, of course.
and my daughter in case she sees this. But yeah, I mean, I grew up. My dad, my parents were very young when they had me, so they were super into music. I grew up with just crazy amounts of music around me all the time, and my dad was into in the 70s, everyone was listening to kind of like 70s rock, but he was getting into like ska, and then he got into reggae, and he was listening to some of the early hip hop, tons of disco. Like I grew up around disco like ridiculous. So all that kind of like those genres really kind of melded into where I started going. But um I, early days, I was kind of a little skate punk and got really into, some of these like, great tiny little bowling alley back room punk rock shows and stuff like that. And it was just so much fun for me. But also living in Detroit, there was this incredible like music scene, these, after hours nightclubs. And it was like the early rave days in the late 80s. So, I had this like, punk rock side of me, and then I had started going to these raves, and the energy in these clubs, in these abandoned warehouses that people brought a generator and a couple turntables. It was just so amazing. But for me, like what really hit me eventually was the blend of those two, which is I guess a genre we call industrial music, right? And so, I was spending a lot of time at, different little underground alternative gothy clubs and stuff like that. So Bauhaus and all those bands were big in my playlist. And so my buddy and I were going to see Peter Murphy, former lead singer of Bauhaus, and, pretty chill show. And to be honest, like, it was rare to get me out of the house before midnight because nothing good ever happened before 2 a.m. anyway. But my buddy Mike, he insisted. He's like, we got to go early. We got to check out this new band that's opening up for them. And I mean, I would have completely missed that show had he not insisted on this. And so we show up at the Latin Quarter, and this is '89. So Latin Quarter in Detroit, and get there, and there's like fences and chains and stuff around the stage. I'm like, all right, this is gonna be cool. And out pops Nine Inch Nails, Trent Reznor with super long hair, and his clothes are all ripped up and meshy, and he's swinging from chains and jumping on fences and right into it with Head Like a Hole. And I was just absolutely blown away. Like I just could not believe like what I was seeing. It was the best music. It just like spoke to me. Like it had all the raw energy and the teen angst and everything you want in music, I guess. And had an absolute blast at that show. And it just, that from then on, I went and saw every single show. I've probably seen Nin good 30 sometimes at this point. I don't enjoy going to like the bigger venues these days, the stadium shows and everything, but I'll do it every once in a while.
So
But
that's got
it's
to be,
yeah.
Dave. I'll mention that Brad just hit a new number, a new record of the show. Up till now, we had one storyteller who saw Bruce Springsteen 18 times.
Oh yeah,
If
yeah.
you literally saw Nine Inch Nails 30
Wow.
times, you're
Yeah.
clearly the champion
Yep.
right now.
Yeah.
Definitely in the
Crazy.
upper to mid 20s. So I think
Wow.
most people that know me can attest to it. That I mean, I've just seen them everywhere.
Well, and you
And
took
so
me to
yeah,
a cover
eventually.
band, right, to San Diego, right?
What's that?
You took me to see the cover band in San
Oh yeah,
Diego.
we saw a cover band Nails, I think, in San Diego
Yeah.
here. That was pretty fun as well.
Well,
So
Yeah.
I was lucky enough that I
um,
caught the first Lollapalooza here in Toronto, and they
mhm.
were on in the middle of the afternoon, which is kind of bizarre.
Yeah,
Seeing
yeah.
these guys in in black fishnets and
Right.
make an eyeliner
Yep.
running down
Yep.
his face, and whatever was that, and I couldn't believe that they pulled off the record live. I was
Hmm.
real close to the stage, and I literally
Right.
went, I'm not expecting much out of this, man. Like,
Yeah.
industrial acts don't translate a lot of times live.
Right.
They
Right.
nailed it, man. I could hear
It's
everything. They
funny. You know, he's
sounded
a
amazing.
great performer, and when my wife back then was pregnant, I really wanted to name my son Concrete because I was in architecture school. So Concrete I thought was a good strong name, and I said either Concrete or Trent, and she agreed to Trent somehow. So it worked out
Nice.
well.
There you go, man.
The process of elimination. Nice.
Yeah,
Well,
right. You know, just
I
go with
saw
the
them.
one you don't. You know she's gonna say no with, and
Yeah, right, exactly. Yeah, I saw them in Woodstock in '94, climbing out of the
oh
mud.
wow, yeah,
So yeah,
yeah.
I haven't. I think I've only seen them. I think once, maybe twice.
Okay,
Yeah, the other time I wouldn't. Yeah, but I think just the once. But that was something else. That was
right,
some
right.
show.
I'll
Yeah,
I'll
So
it's good stuff.
I'll piggyback onto that, Dave. I got real lucky, Brad. And you probably saw this. If you saw him 30 times, you saw the stop of this tour. When Trent produced the David Bowie record from
Yeah,
Afraid of Americans. So they
right.
came to Maple Leaf Gardens, a historic, great venue to see concerts
Hmm.
back in those late 80s,
Yep.
early 90s days. Here in Toronto, man, about 18,000 people. They were the opening band, and they stayed on, and David walked out, and they backed him up for the rest of the night. It was
Yeah. It's so
amazing.
cool. It's
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, they've done a good job with like collaborating with other artists and like downplaying their part of it, like the Ninja tour with like Jane's Addiction and stuff. They didn't headline that. They let Jane's Addiction, headline that as kind of a term of respect, which I appreciate. But it's always been some really good stuff, and of course, any movies he's involved in, I'm usually there as
I was
well.
gonna say he's an Oscar winner now,
Yeah,
right? He
yep,
won an
yep,
Oscar. Yeah,
yeah.
cool.
Yeah, I can always pick it out of the movies too, like Tron and stuff like that. I mean, Tron's probably a little more obvious, but some of the more animated films and things like that. So
And
yeah.
we'll go full circle, man. I spent 25 years in visual effects as a
Hmm.
compositor, and I
Yeah.
composited on that first Tron,
Oh,
that remake.
nice.
Yeah, the remake.
Right.
Yeah,
Very cool. Love it.
yeah. Thank you.
Love it.
There you go, Dave.
so
Cool.
Brad, let's get a real good plug on what you want to have happen with your company. What's the best use of Soul Lyric? Like, give us all of the social handles.
Yeah.
What you're hoping
Yeah.
people will do. Let's put it out there and get them to come back to you.
Sure, absolutely. So, I mean, anyone can try it out. You can, kind of do the initial phase of it for free. So it's soullyric.com, SOULYRIC.com. And it's super simple. I had a whole bunch of things in there, like I was putting like music lists and instructions and all these things. I've completely simplified it now, where you just start typing a couple letters into the fields, and it will basically start searching for your songs for you, and you just have to pick the song. And once you put anywhere between 3 and 6 songs, you can basically, click a button and it will pull up something called a soul link. And that soul link is what I'm hoping people will kind of
So
use
cool.
to like connect with each other to help describe the kind of music that they're listening to, and how it presents them or displays them as a person, what how what their makeup is of that. And so, that's a real simple, it's just a quick little card. It's got a title of, like emotional dreamer, and then it'll give you a description of what that means for that, particular set of lyrics that you're doing. Behind the scenes, I have all sorts of things going on. I've kind of a little wrapper around that sets up like an AI prompt, and it does this full analysis of, the songs that you're listening to after it goes out and finds all the lyrics for everything. And it'll do for a nice meager fee, especially when I'm doing this launch right now. It will do like a full like deep dive analysis of a whole bunch of different like personality tests and information that it will give you. So it gives you kind of like this emotional landscape and spectrum analysis and core resonance of who you are. And the very end of that full analysis, it will actually write for you, unique to you, kind of like what we call a mirror verse. So it just basically writes a verse that based on all the lyrics that you are interested in, to kind of send a gift back to you. Write kind of a verse that you should resonate with. So what I'm finding, at one point I was kind of like, okay, people try this once and their favorite songs, but what I'm finding people are doing is like, you've got different playlists, right? You've got your workout playlist, you've got your happy playlist, you've got your angry playlist, you've got your sad playlist. So you can like use all those and like kind of like get a little deeper dive into yourself, and just by trying some of those things out as well. So yeah.
Awesome, man! It's a really unique idea, man. We love it.
It's
Thank
great.
you.
I'm glad
Thank
we
you.
can support it. Yeah. Thanks for
Appreciate
sponsoring
it.
us, Brad. Really.
Yeah, I
really
appreciate
Yeah,
it, man.
yeah.
I'm glad. Again,
I appreciate you
don't
guys
know.
and what you're doing. This is like, I love your concept as well. Like there's so many, I mean, I could tell you a whole bunch of I was there man type stories, and I've had so much fun going to live music, and I still try to go to, as many like kind of small venue shows as I can, but I absolutely just love it in every genre that you could think of. So
Cool, dude.
So before you go, Brad, you got to
yes,
say,
sir.
I'm Brad, and I was there, man.
I was Brad. I'm Brad. See, I blew it. My name is Brad, and I was there. Yeah, see,
We're using the other one, man. We're using
I'm
the
not
other
a
one.
fake
It's
fan.
recorded.
I
was Brad.
That's funny.
I
was
was
Brad,
a few shows.
Brad
those
was
days.
there now. Yeah.
Well, I was Brad when I showed up at this show.
Yeah. Oh, look at the blushing. Nice job.
Thanks, Brad. I
Amazing,
appreciate
Brad.
it.
Nice to meet
Hey,
you,
thank
brother.
you guys.
Soulyric.
Appreciate you having me on here, and again, thank you for your support. And yeah, feel free to reach out to me. Anybody who has questions or whatever. All right.
Soulyric, check it
All
out,
right.
folks.
We'll give a link.
right.
Thanks, Brad. Take care.
Be good.
Thanks, Jerry.
Don't get in too much trouble tonight, Dave.
That's
I
it,
won't.
boys.
All right. Take care,
Okay,
fellas.
catch up. Have a
We'll
great
see you
night.
later. Okay, ciao.
Bye.
And I was there, man.
I was there.
And I was there.
I was their man.
But baby, I was there, man.